Welcome to Two Nerds and an Actor, the entertainment podcast for the nerd adjacent to the nerd aficionado, where we tell you in hilarious fashion what to watch and why. We review one TV show and movie to let you know if you should watch that or not. I am here, season 5, episode 3, with my nerdistas.
Nerdistas?
Like baristas?
Close. Fashionistas.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Mike Santana.
I'm too busy at the Hellfire Gala to answer any type of questions. That's where I am. My spirit is there in Cocoa. That's where it is.
France Jerome.
From the house of... I don't know. I can't. What's the designer that they don't use on Legendary? I don't know. They use all of them.
I was going to say...
From the house of South Pole.
I was going to say...
Wow, that was my house.
South Pole.
Back in the day.
Straight Bronx. South Pole.
And I'm your number one Dalmatian. Aisha Jordan.
Damies and
If you can't tell, we will be talking about Cruella. Yes, we did that premiere access and we saw that movie. We will also be talking about Love, Death, Robots. We're going to be hitting some nerdy leaks on some castings, some crazy mashups, and some cancellations. And we're going to hit you with some trailers as well. So thank you everyone for being here. If you are watching us live, thank you for being here. Know that we do see your comments. We love you, and we will address them towards the end, hang on with us at the end, and once in the middle there. And if we can periodically shout you out, we will. So thank you for being here, and thank you to our listeners who are hearing this out of time, but that's the best time. So let's get started.
I hope I can see the chat here. I can't see it from there, but...
We'll have to do a moment where we zoom in later.
I think eventually we should just flip it so that's there.
And then it should be like Minority Report. We can be like,
yes.
Just like,
yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
All right.
All right, let's get into this. So the first piece of news that I think is actually pretty hilarious is that the Netflix series Jupiter Legacy,
the one we just reviewed,
the one we literally just reviewed, has been canceled. It will not be having any further seasons. And, I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised. I don't know whether it's because maybe they didn't get a lot of views or it just was like, eh.
The article I read about it was like Netflix let all the actors go.
What?
Some shit like that. Like Netflix told all the actors.
You are relieved.
Yeah, you don't have to return. We're good.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen something like that.
I've never heard
You
that.
just tell the crew, yeah, don't come back.
So are there like producers or somewhere who are just like, wait, what?
Yeah. And then the stranger part of it is that Netflix is still moving forward with like a series in that same Mark Millar universe.
Right.
But it focuses on the villains of Jupiter's Legacy or whatever.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like sending the Justice League
away.
home,
Yeah, what?
you know, like
you can take a break. Thanks.
Next season, do.
We'll call you.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you think they're probably like bounce around? That maybe it's gonna be like their villains, and if it does well, they'll bring them back. Maybe.
I don't know how it would feel if you told me because it ended on a cliffhanger. It must have done that poorly that.
I feel like that might have been it.
That's weird, because what's done poorly off of one season lately, you know? Like, I don't know.
Especially something that's, like, superhero related.
Yeah, Mima will be devastated, because I think she kind of liked the series, kind of.
Maybe that's why it got canceled.
Yeah.
Kind of liked.
Ooh.
But what is the name of the other series that's coming into play?
I don't know.
Super Crooks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Super Crooks. Yeah.
Which sounds worse, like a worse title.
Worse title, right?
Super Crooks.
Super Crooks.
I feel like the whole Jupiter...
We're the Super Crooks.
Nothing was really fully explained, I think, anyway, so...
That was the sound of a Samsung phone hitting a table.
He was so mad, he flipped the phone. You know, like instead of flipping a table.
It's alright. If it breaks, the new Samsung digital mascot person can fix it for
Bob's
you.
not.
She's an internet
Bixby? Is it
sensation.
Bixby? Fuck it.
No,
Anyway.
no.
No, they,
We're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into Sandman. I feel like we've talked about this a bunch of times just because it's been a long time about it coming out or happening and blah, 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 blah. But now there's casting,
Yeah.
right? Casting was announced.
For a lot of the major roles.
Yeah. And so what I saw is people are mad because the characters are black and non-binary, but it sounds like that's how they were written. So I'm a little confused. I was like, wait, what?
a lot of the like we'll start with I think the most explosive one was Death, who in the Sandman comics is extremely pale,
Okay.
like ghostly, ghostly,
Like not
like white,
a-
like paint.
Right,
Yes.
like a piece
Yeah.
of paper.
yeah,
Yeah, not
got
white, like literally
Right.
just like
not
you
the
know,
caucasity.
yeah, super iconic,
cram box white.
super iconic looking character and all that stuff, and they've been cast as a black woman now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's so that was the first like explode. What now, man has exploded.
Right.
But then there are other characters like Desire, and all the Sandman's family. All their names starts with D.
Oh, woo.
Sorry. I think somebody joined. How do I
Hello.
make that not do that?
I don't know,
I
volume
don't
down.
know.
My volume is on mute. So
Well, get ready for that world.
All right, but continue.
Every time you hear that, somebody at home just like do a little dance. Because that's what we're saying.
But it's like, what is it? So it's Dream, who's Sandman, Dream, Desire, Destruction, Delirium, so forth and so on, Destiny. And
Right.
Desire is androgynous.
Okay.
And it was before non-binary was the commonplace language for it.
Got it.
I was like, so now we understand non-binary.
So
a lot
people
clearer.
are caught on literal words.
Literal words, also, and stupid. Because it's like,
Yes,
you
also
look at the character,
dumb.
the character is as pansexual as you're going to get.
I was gonna say like the androgyny is so strong in Sandman, in the character designs and everything. Like these are ethereal, conceptual beings that represent aspects of reality as we so arrogantly define it.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Boom.
that being said, I don't need Death to look like Domino, and I don't mind if she looks like Domino. You know what I'm saying?
Both dominoes.
Yeah,
Whichever.
I
both
see
the
what you
comic
did there.
Domino
Right,
or
or
the
Deadpool
right.
movie.
Deadpool.
the
Oh,
Zazie one.
that's so interesting. You know what it means? I feel like it means people were reading it and imagining in their mind something completely different than
Well,
whatever's being written.
It's a comic
Right?
book. They got the pictures right there.
Oh, I thought it was a book.
Nah,
Okay,
I
I'm
mean,
done. I'm done with people. I tried. I was like, let me be devil's advocate and be like, maybe.
Nah, they done on this one.
Okay, no.
Well,
No.
Neil Gaiman on this one, this is another one of his projects that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And, all this controversy around the American Gods Star series, right? He just came and said he said, I don't give a flying fuck what people are saying
Right.
about the casting. Cool. Hopefully, hopefully he's a vocal advocate for whatever the vision of the show is, more than he seemingly was for the American God series.
Right.
Hopefully, but I don't know.
And we'll see.
Him and Orlando Jones still
Is it? Then it's still not on good terms. You're saying?
no.
Right.
Wait. Oh, yeah, because he ended up saying something that was not.
Well, he tried to play both sides of the fence, and that wasn't it.
Yeah, like I don't know if he did so maliciously or
Neil Gaiman was playing both sides of the fence.
right.
Yeah.
I'm like, he.
With or
Yeah, and I don't know if
Jones.
Neil Gaiman was doing anything with malicious. I don't think so. But the point is, he was ineffectual
Right.
to Orlando. To his, I don't know, standards. Or
Right.
whatever.
Hashtag free Orlando Charles. Free Nancy.
Yeah.
I think that he's free.
Oh, he's very
That's
free.
the problem. They let him go.
He got Netflix.
He got Netflix.
He got
you do not
legacy.
need to
Got
return.
legacy.
He got Jupiter's Legacy.
All right, well, I mean, I'm excited for the casting. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know anything about Sandman, really, so.
We'll learn together.
Yay! All right, so the next piece of news is A hilarious one that I feel like has been showing up in many places, memes and whatnot, that apparently, and I still don't know if it's real, if like somebody made this up, but they want to do a crossover of Fast and Furious and Jurassic World. Now I say Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park.
I mean,
Because-
you can't.
Well, I mean, you never know. But
They're
Jurassic
four in the
World-
same.
No, because Jurassic World was like, oh my god, we're gonna splice a T-Rex with pterodactyl, and they're like, ah, with tiny little arms, and then that's not.
They're in the same
Jurassic
universe, though.
I accept it if BD Wong is the actual bad guy. If it's just
He
BD
was.
Wong. No. For the Fast and Furious and
Oh,
Jurassic, he's
what
the
if
bad.
he's
You make it a car dinosaur.
I was about to say something.
And it's like, "Grrr."
I'm
They
just
don't
trying
need to jump buildings; they fly buildings.
Okay, I'll say this: BD Wong's character does not need to be related to Han to
Okay.
connect the universes. I'll say that.
Evidence shaped absence.
Okay, I'll say that. But maybe they use John Cena's Toretto DNA to make the camouflage for that hybrid dinosaur.
Indominus Rex.
Yes, maybe that's how the Indominus Rex
What?
was able to mask its visibility.
But what is the story here? Why would dinosaurs come into play?
Why
don't
the
understand.
fuck do you need a story?
I don't know the stories of Fast and
There
Furious
won't be a story.
anymore.
We just get
But,
dropped
like-
in. Michelle Rodriguez is going to open the cold open with Michelle Rodriguez halo diving
No.
on a pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a pterodactyl clenched on her back.
Right.
And she's just
Right,
like...
and it drops her in a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Flintstones car.
And then she starts running with her feet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, totally.
There are no streets in the Paleolithic era. So
Paleolithic.
I don't know how... But there were wheels, perhaps. Or right there? No, I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
You know what's
Not
stronger
yet.
than
I don't think
family?
so.
DNA.
Amber.
Oh
Amber
my
Gristle.
god.
I want to hear Ludacris say spared no expense as he drives like a mech that he built
I actually would like to hear
out
that.
of dinosaur bones.
Called Ripley.
I
Yeah.
would like to. I mean, sky's the limit, or it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Beyond the sky.
They're
so.
in space,
Space.
probably in Fast 9. So
No, didn't they show it in the trailer?
no.
Yes,
They
they
did
do.
not show them driving in space.
They weren't driving.
They're
in
not.
space.
That's the money shot.
They
That's
weren't driving in space, but they were in some type of thing, like they're about to do a halo jump.
maybe okay. Halo jump, but that's not.
That's almost space.
He's still
Like,
breathing. You know.
almost space.
BK breathing.
They had helmets.
I've
on.
always said I want to see the Fast and Furious franchise driving on the moon and shit. But now, if there's even a sliver of a possibility of merging these franchises, even if for a one-off, then I just want to see Toretto's biking down the spine of a fucking brachiosaur.
Oh my gosh! They had
I
to do the entire beginning.
I
of
see
Sunset.
this and raise this because I saw it in the chat. Why
Uh-oh.
wouldn't there be a Fast and the Furious and Transformers collab? Isn't that like a no-brainer?
Whoa!
Wait, who said this whole time it hasn't been? See, the problem with Shia LaBeouf,
Oh, I
besides legal issues,
Secretly.
is that Bumblebee on the first date was already making it apparent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, hey, I'm alive.
the other cars are just sleeper cells.
Right. How do we know when Dom next at the cutscene, the post credit scene in 9, he
Right.
goes back to the family garage. He's
And then it's
tinkering.
like, choo, 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 choo,
He's
choo,
like,
choo.
"Where's my nitrous?" You know.
And then Bumblebee
then-
was like, "Ah, right here."
And the car is just hands it to him. This can happen.
I will need
That
new
one
pants.
makes more sense.
If that happens, I will need 2 pairs
Well, that's
of
your
new
problem.
pants.
Are you watching this in the theater with pants on?
no,
This is
I'm
Fast
watching
9.
At home.
I mean, yeah. Fast now. I need to feel the danger of COVID.
Nah,
I
I'm
don't know.
good. First of all, Fast 9 is coming out like, when is it? It's not till like August or
Not
something.
soon enough.
Really?
June, I think it comes out June
That's-
26th.
I feel like that's
They're
too.
waiting,
I
they're
think
waiting
it's
for
too
school
early.
to be out.
You hear that? You hear that,
Bastards.
Christian? June 26th.
I feel like that's not the right date, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's the end of June.
What? It's July. They keep moving it. It's been moved like 8 times.
I think the latest one was the end of June 25th.
Oh, okay. Maybe
That's
you're
a
right.
Friday.
Maybe you guys are
So
right.
then there you go.
All right. Well,
You hear that, Christian? Boop, boop, boop.
On that note, let's take it to the shout outs. I'd like to shout out Christian. Why
Word.
not?
Wow, how you get a double?
A
I'm gonna shout out.
double.
I think Liz is in the chat.
Legit.
Liz.
I shout out Liz.
What? Yes, I like to shout out everyone who is joining us on the chat there. I can't see. Somebody help us.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna
I
get
see
a.
the child.
Liz.
The child is in the building. Ludafly's priest is in the building,
Hey,
and I don't see anybody else's name.
we'll bring it closer. We'll shout you out again later. But I also want to shout out E, because E actually held us down the first time we were in this specific space and before with setting all this up. So big shout out to E for
Thanks,
really
E.
helping us get set up.
A lot of mercy.
We were able to set up much quicker today.
Way quicker. We were still slightly late, but that was
But that was
only
not 'cause of the setup.
It wasn't us.
It wasn't because of the setup.
It wasn't. We were ready to go, and then it was like, pause, please.
Yeah,
So
we got doxxed. We got raided
we did.
because we on Twitch now, so that we susceptible.
Everybody knew who we were. So thank you to everyone who has sat with us, is here now, especially to E, Kat Ramos. You know the deal. Thank you for being there for us. La, 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 la. So if you want to get shouted out, a special shout out, there's a way you can support us. You can donate, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. We have so many places to, well, not subscribe, everybody uses different words, but to follow us on now. So make sure you're following us on Twitch. Make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube and are going to our Facebook page, liking, commenting. If there's something you really loved, post it. Be like, yo, that was hilarious. People do it all the time. Put it in your story. Anytime you see us, share it. It helps us build the algorithm and we get more places and we're heard by more people. And that's what we really need. So do that. You can donate.
Yeah, donate. Supplementary shout out. Sorry to interrupt. Ruffin is in the building. Fino is here.
Ow!
I was like, Christian, I see you in the building, see you in the cut. And no, platform doesn't matter. We have multi-stream chat, so we can
Yeah,
see
you
how
could-
everywhere. Cortez has entered the stream.
You can chat along with us on any of the 3 platforms that we're live streaming on, whether that's YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch.
They're gonna get
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt.
Was you? No, that was part of the shout outs. So yeah, if you know anybody who wants to get the word out about their business, you can be a sponsor with us. We'll put it in this section, a little commercial break, and then we'll work out some deals with funding and helping support the way we run this. And you can do that by also donating. Fundraising.fractalize.org/2nerdsandactor. And to come soon, hopefully, more ways to give and donate so that we can keep this thing going.
Yeah.
We can pay our dude Daryl. Thanks, Daryl. And, one day pay ourselves. Because honestly, we should all be able to do what we want in life. And this is what we want to do in life. And unfortunately, there's this thing called money that exists. So I can't just do this because I have to pay my bills. So, wouldn't it be cool if we could all just do what we really love?
Yeah,
Wake
I'd
up.
like to do all the people I love.
Wait. Me too. Ah.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's do this GoFundMe. We gotta get this GoFundMe going for Jupiter's Legacy Season 2.
I know, we gotta get that. That's more important.
They should have did an
honestly.
OnlyFans.
All right.
I thought that's what his daughter was doing.
Well, all right. We're gonna go into our no spoilers.
No spoilers.
No
So
spoilers.
we're safe.
Yes. If you haven't seen the Cruella movie, which you probably haven't, unless you were like, you know what, here is $30. That's fine.
No, they could have gone to the theater too, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Well, either way, if you
Still an
haven't
option.
gotten to a COVID theater or rented it on Premiere Access, keep listening. And if you haven't watched the new season of Love, Death, Robots, also keep listening, and then we will get into our spotlight later. All right. So here's my first question about Love, Death, Robots.
Oh, we're doing that first?
Yes.
Okay, Love, Death, Robots. Season 2, Netflix.
Season 2, Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Initial reactions. It was a shorter season, I feel.
Much actually.
Shorter season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for the question. Ready?
Just initial reactions.
Oh. Well, you told me it was short, and I was like, motherfucker, we recording in 37 hours. how short is this? And I was able to watch it like in less than or just about an hour.
Yeah.
It's short.
Literally short.
Yes, I was like, okay.
It was wild short.
We did
France
this.
is not this short. The chair. France is not this short. But Love, Death, Robots, you can watch it real quick. You can watch it during our breaks when we ran.
Legit.
Honestly.
No, don't.
Honestly, it felt like kind of one note for me this time. Honestly, like it really did in terms of like the animation. Not that it wasn't good. I think the animation was still phenomenal, but it felt still kind of one note, and so did some of the stories. So I was slightly disappointed because I think that first season really surprised me on so many different levels.
It felt rushed. I feel like they was trying to like get it out. Well, everybody's at home.
Love, Death, Robots.
Yeah, because it was just like the animation style was one thing. It was mad similar across the board.
Right.
It was all very dark, as opposed to the first season, which had a bunch of like diverse animation styles and vibrant storytelling across the board. Where it was like you didn't know what an episode was going to go, but by the end of this one, I was just like, oh, they all kind of felt similarly toned, with the exception of like the first one.
Right.
I agree that season 1, the vibrancy of the colors and the diversity of the animations was much more apparent. There was more episodes, but
Yeah, that's true.
But even just like thematically, they felt more diverse.
Mm-hmm.
This season, I think I'm gonna chalk up the similarities in darkness, possibly to an attempt to try to build some cohesion between, because the fun thing about Black Mirror is finding the little things that may connect this world into one big story.
Right. Like
And-
how everything has to do with like
The cookie, and
recording
there's certain terms, and sometimes you see some tech in the background from a previous episode or whatever, but it's not necessarily
Right.
tied together. I think that might have been what they were attempting. I think it's harder to do with the animated format,
Yeah.
when you have so many different types of artists working on these things. And then you have that COVID year. I don't know how that affected maybe production or maybe why the season was so short. I have no idea.
That's what I thought too. I thought even the idea like maybe they are working from home, because I know they did like Raya and the Last Dragon from home. So it's like, are these animators at when this is like all they could do? I know, it's insane.
I couldn't.
It said it at the end. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
It was like, thank you to everyone who worked on this from their homes.
I made Raya in my pajamas. What?
I feel like they could probably wear their pajamas anyway, because like, what are you? You animate things. Who are you talking to?
Yeah. But Love, Death, Robots, much shorter season. Not as, episode to episode diverse experience as the first season was.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like y'all enjoyed it as much either. I thought it was okay.
It was
but,
cute.
But the highs of this season, nothing touched the highs that I got from season 1.
Yeah.
And the episodes, like, there's not really like a standout episode that I could pluck from season 2 that I would say to somebody, you need to watch this series.
Right.
Here's the reason why, the way there was with season 1.
Yeah.
The Nine-Tailed Fox episode is the one that stood out to me.
Right.
It's the same.
Yeah, like I would
Or the
be like, here,
Human
watch
Museum
this
one.
show for stories like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Not to say that it didn't have interesting stories,
No.
but...
It's cool, but it's not as cool.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that was going to be my next question. Is it a yes or no to watching it, though?
No, watch it.
Yeah, I would say yes. It's not like a tepid yes, but see, where we didn't know what the fuck first season,
Right.
that just came out of nowhere, and we were like,
nowhere.
"Have you seen this?" And we were like, and we were like, "Oh, that it's like animated Black Mirror," which is a fair or unfair comparison, whatever. Same company, Netflix. But for this one, I'd just be like, quality animation.
Right. Still
Well,
intriguing stories.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like it's not bad.
Right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's just there's so many things that are competing for your time. It's like, is this what I'm gonna tell people to rush to? No,
Probably not.
but it's
I will say, And just mostly out of fairness, is that each one of those is made by a different studio. Somebody had to think of a thing, think of an idea, be inspired. Like, watch it. Watch it. Yes, meet your expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get more into it in the spoiler.
I feel like there's more to say in the spoiler, but
Sure.
Isn't there always?
Of course. All right, so Cruella. For this one, I also want to know your initial reactions, and then is it worth the Premier Access purchase?
Oh. Well, the second part of that is really tricky because how many people are we saying are gonna watch? You know what I mean? If it's just you by yourself, $30. I don't think there's one Premier Access movie that could come out that would justify a $30 price for you, yourself, and yourself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you're talking about like a family movie or whatever, 2 or 3 y'all,
right? Mad accounts.
Then I would say easily. I would say yes. I would say yes. It's worth it. I mean, if you don't want to go to the movie theater, if you're still apprehensive about that,
and to be fair, if you do have a family, it's probably cheaper than
absolutely
the movie
cheaper.
theater
Hell yeah.
to do the Premier
Yeah,
Access.
popcorn, everything.
Popcorn, no soda.
We have like 5 kids. It's like $100. Go to the movies.
You're right. You damn right.
4 snacks.
But so that was the second part. First part, initial reactions. I mean, Disney for me has had like literally a hit or miss track record recently, the last couple of years when it comes to their live action adaptations. Mulan. This is not a live action adaptation. That's what makes this one a little bit different. This was like
this was a
like an origin.
Maleficent.
This was a Maleficent-esque type, and I would say my initial reactions with this wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed a lot of this. I didn't necessarily want it.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt.
But I was like, this opens up possibilities for other things.
So that second part is how I felt. I'm like, I don't think I wanted this or ever asked for it. And then watching it, it felt like fan fiction. Like, it felt like someone was like, wouldn't it be cool if we knew how Cruella started? And that's what it kind of felt like. I was like, oh, okay. You know, that's why everyone loves Cursed Child. It's not good. A good story, but you're like, oh, what if? Interesting.
Right.
And that's kind of felt like from the get-go, and we'll get into more in Soiree, but just that very beginning was a little bit of a letdown for me, and then it picked itself back up a little bit later. So there's highs and lows, and we'll talk more about them.
I think the whole Premier Access thing is bullshit to begin with. It's so stupid.
They made it up for the pandemic. It was never going to be a thing.
Yeah, I don't think this.
You think it won't persist?
Oh no,
that's
I think
different.
That's
because
different.
Now that they know, if people are buying it, then the market is saying, "I watch this at home. I'm good watching this at home," and that's something we've talked about for a while anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so and then when we talked about it like a one shot. We buy it, tell the friends to come over, and we watch it together. This is different.
Yeah.
You watch it. But everybody else on your account can watch it from their locations.
I didn't think of that.
You can watch it together virtually with that other thing, and then you can watch it as many times as you want.
Yeah.
That's another thing. So
I think it's for people who actually probably would never go to the movie theater to see the movie, and they're like, "Oh, it's right here. It's available. I can watch it now."
Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to defend a multi-billion-dollar company and say they can charge whatever they want. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I think, considering what the options were with the pandemic and everything else, I don't think it's that bad.
They're gonna keep doing it.
I still think it's bullshit, but I also recognize
it's just not as bullshit.
It's not as bullshit.
That's fine.
Right.
That's fine. I'll take it.
I thought Cruella was fire. I think it. I was like
the movie or the character.
The movie.
Okay.
The movie.
I just wanted to be.
I thought the movie was cool, and it kind of does that niche thing that if Disney focuses on the success of Marvel Studios, starting to identify like this was a niche for a specific kind of is a fashion theme.
Yeah,
I was like all set throughout, and I was like same way like Winter Soldier was like we're gonna go political thriller for this one. Like you pick a genre, and you run with it with the character.
If you like Project Runway,
you love this shit.
Yeah.
Where's Andre?
I said that while we were watching at one point.
It's The Devil Wears Prada for kids.
That's what a lot of people
It's the
say.
devil making product.
It's the devil making Prada for kids.
It really is.
They openly talk about a lot of topics.
A lot of things happen
in this movie that you're like, wow, okay, that's a discussion. That's a discussion.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, Cruella wants to kill puppies. So
right,
the
that's what
first
she's, like,
movie
known
itself
for.
was a pretty deep conversation.
Absolutely.
Just killing puppies.
But it was taking place during a time where, fur was murder, like...
Right.
But, like, the very early,
You know what's funny is that
right?
it was like, based on a book, the 101 Dalmatians. That's what it says at the end.
Right.
So I was like, is this just a book that they made, that's written this story, or is this the original?
I didn't know.
I found out.
Okay.
It is the original.
Oh.
So then I read the entire synopsis of the original book.
Uh-huh.
And the book even takes it further than, the movie. The original movie. Not the Cruella, but 101 Dalmatians.
Right. The animated one.
Yeah, animated.
We're not talking about the live-action remake of that.
No. Just the animated. Cruella doesn't just want, puppies. She's been, killing kittens, too. And there's this one cat who was, trying to get her revenge. So that's why she lets the puppies go out of the hell's place. Because she's killed so many litters of my kittens. Fuck her. I was like, oh my God.
The Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was intense.
Wow, this is deeper of a narrative than I thought.
Right? I mean, we'll get more to Soiree about Cruella because I have questions.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
But-
I'd like to point out specific things I liked about it too.
Yeah.
But, non-spoiler, Emma Stone
Yes.
is playing the lead character.
Mm-hmm. Great performances, I'll say that.
I
It's
mean,
acted
Emma
superbly.
Thompson.
yeah, it's Emma Stone and Emma Thompson are really
Woo.
difficult to dislike, in my
Woo.
opinion. Just
True.
in general.
It's true.
Just in general. I've seen movies for Emma Stone that I know were not good, but she was great in them, and it's like, that's what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Emma Stone, this is a really strong performance from her.
Yeah.
And it's very different than a lot of other performances.
Yeah.
And also, a heads up, this movie is not a musical.
No, there's no
Thank goodness.
singing.
Right, it's not a musical, but there's a lot of music in it.
For sure.
A lot of music in it.
And not music soundtrack music, strings and stuff.
Yeah, not scores.
songs.
No, songs.
Current popular
Current
songs.
and some original songs in there too.
Right.
But it's not a musical. So if you were thinking, I'm walking into Disney-fied bullshit, you're not. Not necessarily.
I will say, this non-spoiler, that this is the best they use a lot of music that's already been used a gazillion times. But this was some of the best usage of that music that I've seen in quite some time. It was like every track hit
Right.
to what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
It didn't make me angry. Usually when they play those songs, I'm like, here
I'm
we
like,
go.
Right, it's too on the nose.
Yeah.
Or it feels like you're just on Sirius FM,
Yeah,
XM,
yeah.
whatever the fuck it's
Or
called.
they're just using black music to use black music. And you're
Yeah,
like, I can't.
I agree with France.
Yeah.
With the music choice, the song choice. It was definitely not Suicide Squad. Where you felt they were
Sorry.
building the movie around the Billboard Top 10.
And you're like,
Of that year.
this sucks.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Oh, but if you don't like the Rolling Stones, then
Did though.
don't.
Right.
Then don't
yeah.
even.
Right.
Don't even.
That was fun. All right, we'll talk more about it in our spoiler.
We're not rating it. It's in the
Do we
spoiler.
want to rate it now? Yeah.
Well, I think.
I mean, I could go the easy route and say, how many Dalmatians do you give it?
Like the full dogs or just the spots?
Oh, Dalmatian spots for sure. Okay, how many Dalmatian spots do you give it out of 10? Because I feel like that confuses people.
8.
Ooh, all right.
I'll give it 8.
I'll also give it an 8. I think 8 makes sense.
8 across the board.
8 across the board.
3 Russian judges. All right.
I feel like we should have little scoreboards.
Yo.
All
Now that
right.
people can
If
see
they
it.
donate,
Oh my god.
then we could get laminated.
The onus is on you.
We could get laminated and the whole hold up the scorecard.
If you donate, every time you donate, we're just gonna throw confetti. Glitter bomb.
I'm not cleaning that shit up.
Me neither.
But if we get the donut, we get a Dyson, and then
And then we get a Roomba, and it just does it during the show. No.
Roomba cam.
No, I'm not
Yes,
getting the Roomba
cam.
cam.
Did we not just
I know, I freaking hate
talk
it.
about Love, Death, Robots?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not getting a fucking
Okay,
Roomba.
no spoilers.
I didn't spoil it, but I'm not getting a Roomba off
I'm
of that
definitely
shit.
also not getting Roomba. Because I've had problems with Roomba already from my old office anyway.
Oh
so.
my god. How did you
Roomba.
survive?
Roomba. All right, we're going to take a little break. If you were seeing our Instagram, or did I post it on Facebook? I don't know, our agenda, right? In the break, it says, go get bubble tea.
Are
So
you
should
guys
go
fans
get
of bubble tea?
bubble tea. If you're not a fan of bubble
Oh wait,
tea,
you didn't
I
say
don't know why
you didn't
you're
say for
here.
them. You didn't say you don't know why they had to get it.
Yeah, you have to get bubble tea.
No, I'm saying you didn't say they had to get it for themselves. They could get it for you.
Can we, let's do
send me
both.
bubble tea.
You go get yourself bubble tea and bring me one as well.
Mike is fine with water. It's
Oh
fine.
my gosh. People,
Nice to meet
you don't understand. There's a new bubble tea emoji now. Send a bubble tea emoji.
I don't think they could do that.
I don't know if you can, but look in your phones. It's there. It's a little cup. It's like a
On a
tea
phone?
with a straw and there's little bubble, like boop, 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 boops. Yeah. It's in there.
The child said they already got some before this.
Ow! So you know. Okay. Take a break. Sip on your bubble tea. We will be back. If you are watching us live, we're going to answer some of your, I don't know, are those
I
questions,
can't
comments?
see them, so
We're going to get closer.
I'm gonna need
We're gonna
Francis.
see-
So
yeah,
this is
we'll do
not
it.
helping.
We'll do it.
Turn it sideways.
Whew.
Change
All
it.
right.
Doesn't-
I don't think
Break.
so.
While we're on this break, did you want to change the batteries?
Oh, right.
And they're still at 2. They're still at 2, and we're, an hour in. So
the orientation
Well, yeah,
does
it's like
not.
37 minutes.
the stream says 51.
And what's up with that one?
Okay, cool. So I think we're good.
Is that not concerning?
That it's at 2?
But it says 37 and that says 51.
No,
Nah, 'cause
remember
that's
we
from,
were on standby for.
Oh. Standby's right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at this chat. What are you guys saying? What's going
Oh,
on?
no, folks.
Yeah,
Mostly
sorry.
agreeing and disagreeing. Mostly agreeing.
I can't see.
It's just most folks just saying what's up, but
I want to know who's talking shit. That's what I want to know.
Jesus.
Who do we have to scrub from our shout outs?
No.
I'm joking.
Who do we have to point out?
But Liz
In the
asked,
shout-out.
straight up, like, so I should pay $30 just for the music. Is that what I was doing?
No, the performances
Yeah, performances
are
and music.
good too.
Performance, music, fashion.
Yeah, like it's acting.
The fashion.
Oh my god!
All
I
right.
can't wait.
Don't
to
go
I'm done.
into it.
No. The spoiler part, don't pay attention, Liz. But I'll
I
say
haven't
this:
seen it.
like, there is a very much a spirit of like, several snaps in different geometrical shapes
Legit.
with fashion.
Beating, freaking, there's like moments. There's like, I don't even know, photo bomb moments.
Like you know that the writing team got together and was like, yo, let's think of the most disrespectful situations
Yeah.
we could put people in the fashion industry in.
Right. And then they were like, Christian Soriano, come design stuff. Although that's not the costume designer. I should probably figure out who the real costume
I
designer
wonder who they
is.
got, yeah. But
Look it up.
strong
Encyclopedia.
acting, fashion, high level stuff going on there. And the music, I mean, they picked the right songs.
Yeah.
They picked the right songs, so yeah, it's not $30 just for music. But again, see, if you're just doing it $30 like for you and your household, that's different than like my situation.
Yeah, no, mine goes to my
Because
whole
it's
family.
me, and then it's Mima, it's the kids, it's Al, and Ruff.
Yeah.
So it's like, mad people saw it for $30.
My mom always wants, she calls me on the phone and she's like, I'm trying to watch this, but I need to pay $30.
That's wild because Ruffin is like, who got the Corella on their Disney Plus so you can run that password?
What
So-
you mean? I gave you my shit.
Discrepancy.
He forgot the password. You're going to have to reset.
I gave it to you.
Gonna
What
have
the
to
fuck? What was I gonna say? Besides that
that my
blasphemous
mom calls me.
blasphemous statement.
Asked me to pay $30 so she can watch Mulan and Raya the Last Dragon.
Okay, see, one of those is worth the money.
Yeah.
The other one is not.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. With Tito, I first asked Alexia, I said, "Are you interested in watching this Cruella movie? Is that something
Right.
that you care about?" And she was like, "Yes, I am."
Oh,
so I was
okay.
like, okay, perfect,
All right.
fine.
She was like, no.
No, that's gonna be like her new role model. I already know it. But I owed Chris $20 for a Luffy pop anyway that he got me.
So it like evens out.
Yeah.
So you're wait.
They were
he
gonna
got,
she was gonna give me
got it.
money
Oh, okay.
for the movie.
So now he
But I
owes
was
you
like,
$10.
No, not we're at Square. He
Oh,
got me
okay,
a
got it.
Luffy Funko Pop.
Aww.
I didn't have one, so
That's so cute.
Luffy.
All right, before we come back, I just want everyone to realize I'm wearing a Doodle Bob shirt.
Mihoy no hoy no hoy mihoy no hoy.
Moi.
Mihoy mihoy no hoy.
I love Doodle Bob.
Francis wearing a Funko Pop Batman shirt.
Yeah. You're wearing a
I'm
what is
wearing a Soul Society Bleach
Yeah.
wow.
Hypeland shirt.
I wish that these were sponsors for us. That would be cool.
I want to know who in BNP has more Hypeland shirts than I do.
The only competition you probably ever will have with t-shirts is Omar.
Yeah, but Omar gets extremely
He usually gets-
obscure things.
He gets mixed joints, like a lot of Redbubble, ripped apparel.
Yeah.
He saw a shirt at like Afropunk that I was like, I've never seen this, and he was like,
No. I
"It's
don't
for
have.
me."
I don't think I have Omar's.
You have different tastes in t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I don't think I even have as many.
I don't even know how many shirts he
Yeah.
has. Like,
Because
there's no way of knowing.
for me, I gotta find them. For him, he probably just like falls into a rack
Yeah, and then he
at
comes
Target
out with like 5 of
and
them.
comes up. Yeah, they
Oh,
all.
no,
they're
we're not
all
gonna-
Target,
No
no,
Target
he
slander.
is going.
No,
to
I'm
Target.
just. I'm not slandering Target.
Is that where you got this shirt?
He doesn't go.
No.
Oh, what? It's slandering to him to say he
No, that
goes
was
to
just
Target?
a question. Yeah, for him it would be. Yeah.
Really?
For sure,
Yes.
for sure.
This changes.
If he is watching right now, he
Omar-
is screaming like, "I don't get my fucking shirt at Target."
No, but I'm just
Well, ask
saying
him.
he could.
I would text him and ask.
I don't think that he could. I don't think he physically could go into
Did
a
he see
Target.
Cruella? Like, where does he fall on the Cruella spectrum then?
I'm curious.
What are you texting him?
I'm asking, yo, you get your shirts at
Yo.
Target.
No,
But this is
that's
like-
not even.
this is
Yo,
like
Mike
10
said you
things.
get your shirts at
No,
Target.
I
Get your
That's
eye
what you're
jobs at
saying?
an outlet mall.
The Simpsons has an episode way back when any of you were born, where Mr. Burns is like a bootleg Cruella, and he's trying to make he's trying to make clothing out of greyhounds.
Yeah, Greyhounds. And he tries to buy. Doesn't he buy Santa's Little Helper, or he tries to steal Santa's Little Helper?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that episode is somewhat of a musical, and it's amazing.
Oh yeah,
That's
See My Best. Yeah.
Yeah. So go hunt down that Simpsons episode if you know what's good for you. Ruff, use my login. Use your own login for that, and watch that Simpsons episode.
I'm always surprised
I'll
at
find
how
out what number it
well
is.
I remember The Simpsons. I was
That's
like, wow, I do
part of
remember
culture.
that.
Yeah, it's part of culture. And they
It's on
gave
its
like,
31st season.
and there was a good stretch of years where they gave like 5 episodes a day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. It was like every night.
Like from 3 to
Syndication.
5, and then if it was a Thursday, they were giving another new one.
That's true.
Whatever. All right.
All right. Let's try it. Let's come back. All right.
We're back.
We're back. I hope you did get your bubble tea. For those who stayed with us in our little break, we had a great conversation. Incentive for anyone listening to watch us live.
Make the time, or just watch the VOD, whatever.
Yeah, or watch later, I guess. That's cool too. All right, so we're going to go. I have one question for us because this is what's happening right now. We're seeing the resurgence of the world. Post-pandemic is a word people can say soon.
I feel like we're pre-post.
Yeah, pre-post, post-pre.
Yeah, I really feel like
Yeah.
we're pre-post.
Or pan-post-demic.
Wow.
So the question is, should cons come back 100% at 100% capacity? And then if not, what should the phases really look like?
Well, we know New York Comic Con announced a few weeks or like a month and a half ago.
Right.
That they were coming back, limited capacity.
Limited capacity.
Masks required at all times.
But we don't even know what limited capacity means.
I know that. Limit of 200K. What? Mask on all times. Social distance. Blah blah. Like, and we talked about how the hell. What does that even fucking look like?
Yeah.
When is vendor on top of vendor over there? Mm-hmm. Artist alley.
No, wait. They have like 10 artists.
No, right. They had 150 artists. Yeah, in a 6 foot by 6 foot block.
Literally.
All right, it was an alley.
6 feet is like literally 5 artists. You're like,
okay. So we try to picture what does that look like. But now, at least for New York, everything's opening up.
Everything's open.
You know, everything's opening up. So should they? No.
Okay.
Because they're not doing the passport thing. They're not going to be checking. They didn't even check us for IDs before. You think they're going to check people for their fucking vaccination cards, which you can, by the way, just write one down on your, you can fake that. I don't think they're going to require the passport. The digital electronic solutions that people...
What is it called? People calling it vaccine passport.
Whatever. Yeah, they're not going to do that. So what are they really going to do? They're going to check your temp, make sure you got a mask, and keep it moving.
It's true.
So, I don't know.
Blurred Con is happening, 100%. Yeah.
Where's that at?
That's in DC. I've never been, but it's gotten huge. Like they take over an entire hotel just then. Right. For a small con, that's pretty big. Right. Like, I think it's at least 5,000 people, something like that. But they're happening. I don't know how they're doing it. They haven't. The reason I haven't been excited to be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I will go, even though I'm vaccinated. Blah blah.
Because you don't know how they're gonna.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how it's working. I don't know. I just know they're like, yeah, we're on. Who wants to come? But they canceled all their all the panels that got accepted last year or year before or whatever.
They wiped those.
They wiped them. So I don't even know what's happening. So I'm like, well, I don't know if it's worth it for me to go.
Right.
We had a panel except I was gonna be on 2-3 panels.
Right.
But now.
Yeah, how New York Comic Con and other cons are going to actually do this. Like, are we talking about instead of, let's say, 100 vendors, you're going to have, 30?
Right.
Like, I don't know, or 50?
It's like music festivals right now. They're like...
What are they going to do to curb waiting in lines? We've seen lines at Comic Con that stretch the entire show floor. So, what are they going to do to social distance
It's going to go all the way down the street.
The Funko Pop lines and all. How's that going to work?
Oh my god.
Double,
I feel like there's going to be a lot of vendors who decide not to come. That's what I feel it's going to be like.
I mean, just the natural progression. No, we should not have cons right now. I was like, it's too much stupid in the world right now. It's just, wait a minute. But it just ties into all the other things that go into how people get paid. That's what it really comes down to. The primary concern is we want our artists and creators and creatives to get paid.
It's been a tough year for them.
This is a lot of bread and butter for a lot. This is part of the
That's where a lot of artists get the most of their money.
Case in point. But we're not going to, the world's not ready for that conversation around.
Right. You know what they should do?
Paying artists.
What they should do, what they should have did years ago, they should just add days. Not add people, add days. And then you can only go Monday, Wednesday, blah, 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 blah. So you have mad space, mad room. It might not enhance the amount of artists and stuff you could have in the space, which that would be another conversation. But if you added more days, you could still make the same amount of money you made. But
not really.
Well,
because
but then you wouldn't be have multiple days.
Because if you have to be there for more days than you had originally planned or could afford to be,
right?
Because you know where they stay in hotels, maybe they got to store their stuff. I don't know if they get charged for that. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of complicated things. All I know is this: you're gonna open 100%, but we're not even at 50% vaccinated as a country.
Yeah.
And then some of these cons are international.
Oh yeah, people come from everywhere.
Yeah, but they're not gonna be able to come from
Right.
everywhere. So it feels like so much less of what it could and should be.
Yeah.
I personally, taking all the economics out of it, none of that is hardship on me.
Right.
I recognize that. All I'm saying is in terms of the actual safety and whatever, to me the smartest thing to do is not to have it.
Yeah.
And wait till next year.
Yeah. Isn't that San Diego's not happening, right?
Yeah, but San Diego canceled last year. They
Right.
they
They
canceled
knew.
this year
Last
year.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like late last year, 2020. So
I feel like you could took this time to perfected your digital. Like so many, like film festivals were digital. Like perfect that, and we'd be
Yeah.
fine.
yeah, but
This is not to say that any con is coming out 100%. We don't know. They say limited capacity. We don't know. This
yeah.
is just.
And I'm
you
not
know.
speaking down on anybody
What if?
that's doing this, or I'm not trying to say, oh, you didn't. No, I understand. If you feel financial burden, do it, or you want to do it, fine. But
Yeah.
just looking at the numbers, I don't know.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Do it, but
Will we be at New York Comic Con if we had a chance? I don't know.
I don't know. I still gotta think about it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, like I'm fully vaccinated, but at the
Probably.
same time, what are we doing? I have to know what's happening. I have to know what's happening. I need it, like
What?
you know, like BlurredCon. If I'm not in a panel, why am I going to Blurred?
And then the cosplayers.
Not like that. I've always wanted to go to BlurredCon, but like in these times, I need a reason.
Yeah, the cosplayers. I feel bad for them.
Oh.
Word, they've been in stasis, just buildings. They've been like making OD costumes at home.
No,
waiting.
they've been TikTok monsters.
Yeah,
That's what they've
literally. They have all new Instagram pages.
been doing. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Bless
I
'em.
follow
TikTok saves cosplay.
them. Yo, TikTok.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta get on it. All right, that was our question for the week. We're about to go into our spoiler.
Alright, it's my turn.
It is because I said it last time.
Alright, what kind
I
of
think Fred
spoiler
said it
I'm
the other
gonna
time.
go with? Oh, I'm gonna go goofy with it.
Like Goof Troop.
Like a cartoon.
Okay.
Spoiler!
Free Liven.
That one crazy? Okay.
Oh, sorry, Daryl.
Have fun with that, Daryl.
It's gonna be like
It's just gonna be like,
Spoiler!
No, it's gonna be like,
it popped OD.
everybody knows it's spoiler time.
Alright, so now we spoiling it. Liz, go.
Yes,
away.
if you have, well, we're going to start with Love, Death, Robots. So if you don't care about Love, Death, Robots being spoiled, stick around. Maybe it'll make you want to watch it. Because honestly, I feel like even if we spoil it, like, you can't really describe the visuals, so you might as well go watch it, even if you
That's completely fair.
Yeah. But if you haven't seen Cruella, once we start talking about that,
Yeah, don't stick around. for that.
don't stick around. There's going to be pretty big spoilers.
We'll give you a thumbs up. Mute your stream, and we'll give you a thumbs up when we're done spoiling Cruella.
Yeah, exactly. Stick with us because we're going to be doing trailers afterwards.
No, that didn't count. That was a practice thumbs up.
Practice.
That was a practice.
All right. So, Love, Death, Robots. Peak and pit of this season.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Mhm.
Pitt, Michael B. Jordan.
Amen.
Oh, right.
I was joking.
I almost totally forgot about that.
That was such
episode.
like a
I think I...
Stupid.
that episode was whack.
It
Dumb.
was wild.
That was I think the wackest episode.
Yes.
I agree.
Which they went for like this realism, and the dogfight part looked cool, and the
Freaking crazy.
whatever vessel they were shooting at, it
Yeah.
was really
Yeah.
cool.
Nebulous.
And
type
at
looking
first,
joint.
when you see Michael B. Jordan's face, you're like, oh, shit, is that really
It's
him?
Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah.
but it could have been anybody.
Yeah.
It didn't
And
even
then
matter
after
that it was
didn't
him.
matter that it was him.
It's distracting.
It was somebody before, which this is still in connect the same universe as Samira Wiley's piece. They're gonna do one of those every time. Apparently.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Well, whatever. That was the pit for me.
I agree.
The peak was the episode, not the fake Polar Express episode.
What was that one?
The Christmas one?
No,
Oh,
no, I wasn't even
my
talking about that one.
God.
I mean the one that was on the train.
Which one are the... Oh, yes, I
Yeah,
remember
not that one. No.
That one was weird.
It wasn't the first one with the brothers.
Ice.
Ice,
But
yeah,
that one was pretty interesting,
It
though.
was,
Ice was
that, yeah,
interesting.
that one was interesting.
It wasn't the Roomba one. That was funny though.
That one was funny.
Oh, it's the one with the babies, with people who couldn't have babies.
People couldn't have babies?
That one was pretty.
Wait, which one was that?
People had immortality,
Yeah.
and as a result,
that was creepy.
That one
and
was pretty good.
disturbing.
Yeah, it was. That one was pretty good. But I don't think it was that one either.
there's more than that.
Yeah.
Isn't that all
I
the
remember.
episodes? No.
Oh, and it wasn't the last episode with the dead guy on the beach.
Oh, the giant
Oh
on the beach.
my god, I forgot about
That
that.
was creepy. That was
That was
creepy.
existential as
creepy.
shit.
Kids.
I needed to know more.
Yeah.
I think it was the baby killing one.
Yeah.
That's your peak?
I mean, the kid killing one.
Yeah.
Because
Kid
he didn't
killing.
just kill babies. He
Yeah,
killed
he
children.
killed more than babies.
Like, in general.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's
what
just-
it was.
It's
For
just a funny
anyone-
phrase. I'm trying.
I know what I said.
I feel like for every episode, it was just something, and maybe it's because we're in a pandemic, and it was like, this is all I got. You know what I mean? These like dark stories that go beyond.
So all that's left in me
Yeah,
is just dark
baby
humor.
killing, you know. But that honestly, it did surprise me though. I was like, I'm sorry, what is this episode?
Yeah,
about?
I didn't know what was happening when he closed the door. I
And
thought
then-
he was gonna like ask them questions
or something, and then he took out the gun, and I was like,
I was like, okay, there's something
is this like a
behind them.
stun gun or something?
Right? It looks like a toy gun.
Yeah, it
looked
does.
very much like a toy gun.
And nope, he
Nope.
definitely
Oh.
kills those kids.
We are forgetting one.
Oh,
You did your peak. Everyone did their peaks and pits already.
I didn't
what's the
do
one
one.
I forget?
But yeah, you go.
Because my peak was actually the one with the other immortal, the dude who lived. He could regenerate his
Oh
body.
yeah, no, that was a peak. That was a peak. That's my peak. With the
Remember?
synthetic
And
robot,
then the robot
girl.
girlfriend at the end.
Oh,
whoa. Don't put a label on it.
Right, we don't know they're together.
Yeah, girlfriend. Like,
That the-
Maybe
Slow down.
maybe forever though. Who knows? It might be a life
whoa.
partner.
Not
Sex
everything
bot.
gotta be
They
committed.
both like can't die.
Okay, but forever's a long time.
Is there someone else who's gonna be around forever?
Let them. I mean, listen. You
I guess you could take time alone.
look how many people are after his balls.
There was a lot of people.
Okay,
It was-
but yeah, no. That's my peak. That's my peak.
Yeah, that one was.
I agree. That's my peak.
Story, animation. The animation fit the story so well.
Yeah, the
texture
gunplay.
was- oh my god. It was
Yeah,
like-
yeah. I like that one.
Okay. Oh wait, Pit. What was your Pit one?
Michael B. Jordan.
Damn, we had the same peak and pit.
It was terrible.
It was just so bland.
It was so dumb, G.
And I feel like 'cause I'm gonna agree that one's also my Pit. Because
Not
as
'cause it
you
was him,
mentioned-
though.
No,
No,
it's not
'cause
because
it was
it's Michael
dumb.
Jordan.
Yeah, it was just whack.
It's because, like, even in the ending, I feel like, so he's stuck in this room, right? And, like, this robot's trying to kill him. It's pretty menacing, I guess. Steps on his finger. That was nasty.
Yeah.
But then in the end, when he just, like, gets it to knock out its own knees, I was like, oh, I guess that was pretty simple.
It was a metaphor.
Mm.
It
The
was
technology
dumb.
is gonna get too big for his own britches, and eventually it'll implode.
No, it was dumb.
The giant. What was the giant on the beach? Was my. That was my.
Mid-grade? Is there, like, a mid-grade
That was just a
situation?
super honorable mention. That made
Super
me think.
honorable
As a
mention.
peak,
Yeah, as a peak. It lingered in my head for so long.
Lilliput. What's the name of the people? The place?
Gulliver's Travels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Lilliput?
I think so.
I would say that one was a mid one for me because it was the most interesting. I immediately was like, okay, Attack on Titan. This is connected. What's happening?
I was waiting for a giant penis.
Yo, it was just there.
They was there.
And the kids are just
They saved it for later.
sliding down the rib cage,
Yeah.
and there's a giant 8-foot fucking
Yeah.
penis.
But I mean, it was. I wonder what was the impetus for writing that one. Was it like this is the shit that happens when you have like beached whales? Like something's wrong, but everyone's like ha 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 ha.
That's how we react to death now.
Right.
We pull our cameras out before
And
we
you're like,
pull out
cool.
our compassion.
You want to see a dead body?
I think it was talking entirely about just humans are terrible. It's just like humans.
Even to our own selves.
Even to our sense of wonder.
What is
It's
that?
like our sense of wonder is.
When they tagged it up, that was dope.
Misanthropy? Is that misanthropic?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay, so my peak was that fucking Christmas one, I have to say.
You like that one?
Because I was like, oh, God, are we doing, like, Nightmare Before Christmas or something?
Yup.
Like, what is this? I was like, weird. And then when that shit came out with hands over its face, like, I was like, fucking, what the fuck is this fucking shit? What's happening?
But they were good.
And then he's like, good. And then he's like, and
he
like,
gave them what they
spit up
wanted.
presents.
No, not just any presents. It's exactly
It's
what
exactly
they wanted.
what they wanted. Covered in its saliva.
For a little bit.
Yeah. And he ate the cookies and then he was like, boop. right up to the. I was like, yo, that is so legit. Nobody's ever
happens?
fucking seen Santa.
What happens? What do you mean?
No one's ever seen Santa. I am air quoting right now.
Kissing Santa Claus. I mean,
I don't know. Eating. That's what happens when
whoa,
you're bad.
who eating?
Do not
Wait,
listen to
what's
the song.
being?
If you're
What
bad,
cookies are being eaten in that
Listen.
song?
Ooh.
if you're bad,
Groceries.
he like
Whoa.
eats you with his many hands.
Yeah,
Wow. That's what I feel like.
yeah.
Oh my god. It was
He had
so
the
creepy.
wagon though. It had the wagon.
And it was
It had
like,
the sleigh.
It had those kind of legs that are like bent backwards, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they do in Scary Alien.
No, but they asked that question. It's like, what happens if we weren't?
Yeah, it was
weren't
like,
good?
what if we weren't good?
Yeah, what happens?
I really want to know.
Make a bold prediction, France. What happens?
I said they get eaten.
In the words of Dr. No, I expect you to die.
But
Really?
he eats
He
them or he
kills
just
people?
kills them?
But I feel like there'd be so
Kills them
many
with a
dead
present.
kids.
You think he turns them into like a
He probably turns them into
gingerbread?
coal.
He turns them into coal.
And then he-
I bet you it's like
Like-
mad simple and he just like throws up coal. He's like, glap, glap.
What if he just
glap.
gets really disappointed and cries and runs away?
Oh my god, can you imagine his crying? Terrifying. Ugh.
But shout out
He's
to
like, ah!
Shout out to Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro, because with that fucking handstand.
Yes! Do you think he had something to do with it?
He has something to do with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's not in the credits, what am I to assume that he still was not the one typing them?
Ridiculous.
Right.
Alright.
Why not?
Those are the peaks and pits. Yeah.
Watch it though.
Watch it. Definitely
Watch it. And this is not Michael B. Jordan slander. It's just that he just
Again.
happened to be in an episode that was like
Not,
But
not
could have been
that-
anybody. Didn't have to be you.
Right, especially because it was like
Blech.
CGI.
But that's the thing too. It
Like
was
you
so.
could have animated anybody's face.
It was so well. Everything is so well animated
right.
that you're like, when the story doesn't hit, it's like, damn.
It's like you really had everything but the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. That was a pit for me too. Was
Do we
the
think the
continued-
brother was faking the leg injury in the first episode? The ice.
Oh no, that's like
Because remember, he ow my leg, and then the brother did the whole fireman carry and it saved him. But then when they was in the alley, he went from limping to then he did like
flips.
did like a flip,
oh that's true.
and it was like nothing. Did he just heal quick or was he fake?
Right, what's his modification then?
What we thinking?
His modification was inspiration.
He's like, I helped my brother. Yay, heal quick. No, I think that all the episodes being so, dark, we're killing babies. There's dead bodies on beaches.
Immortality.
Even the first one that was the funniest one was like, oh my god, this big-headed lady is gonna get killed by this Roomba.
Yo, her head was wild big.
And her arms were tiny.
Yeah.
It was so weirdly animated.
That one was funny though.
It was the only funny one. But then they were on the run forever because all the robots are coming after them. I just didn't want, when they like shaved the dog, I was like, that poor dog. Yeah. Anyway.
Nice cut, G.
I like your cut, G.
And then the other guy saved
Thanks.
her. Well, almost saved her.
He saved her.
Yeah, but then she had
He
to, like, grab
provided the
that.
gun
Yeah.
that liberated them.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping there's another season and Netflix doesn't cut it like they cut Jupiter's Legacy.
This made me want another Black Mirror season more because they got
You think
last
they're
season of
gonna
Black
do that?
Mirror was okay.
It was alright. But you think they're going to do that? Is there going to be more Black Mirror?
I believe
Yes.
so. As a matter of fact, I think
Really?
we saw not a trailer, but like a
Yeah,
teaser for like.
yeah,
we
yeah.
did
I thought they
more.
were like, done here because, they're like
No.
British.
They don't have a choice. The
What?
world keeps supplying them with.
Yeah, right,
It's
with
gonna
material.
it's just gonna be a reality show. We're gonna be
Yeah.
like, I think, is that me? Am I?
Don't give them ideas. What if they come up with a way for
Everybody's TVs to turn into cameras.
yeah,
And then you're in the episode.
just for that one moment, like
Just
like
for a
it'll be
moment.
the only Netflix series that starts with like a disclaimer that you have to click OK, and then you watch it, and then it's like
Gross.
You're like, hello?
Da-dang.
I
It's just
hope
you.
Black Mirror
Wait,
people
we just
are
gave them
watching.
mad ideas.
We did. I would like to be paid for those ideas.
Every
Just
every
real
idea is copyright. No,
Finder's
I
fee.
can't say that.
No.
TMR circle.
All those things. See, circle. All right. Let's get into Cruella.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Again, if you haven't seen Cruella, mute right now. Mute.
Yeah.
Or, I guess head out, but we want you to stick around.
No. Keep looking at us, but mute it.
And and then do your own version of what we're saying. Like, be like,
lip
like,
read.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Be
practice.
hilarious.
Do a bad
Practice
lip
your
reading.
lip reading.
Be hilarious. All right.
Do something.
Okay, we're gonna do peek and pit of this one as well.
Oh, okay.
But it can be anything. It doesn't have to be like scenes. It can be like, oh, I really loved the fashion.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right. Can I go first?
Yeah.
All right. So don't get mad.
Uh-oh.
The pit for me was that initial, like, Cruella revealing herself scene. When she
With the
burned.
fire?
Yeah. Because all the other fashion things that happened
Yeah.
were, like, kind of realistic. Like, someone
Right,
could
yeah.
do that.
Oh, I see how that would work.
But the fire one was way too, like, special effecty. Yeah, look, I know you could probably do it. I know that it's probably
maybe.
been done on a fucking runway
Probably
somewhere.
really hard.
But that one, compared to all the other ones that seemed like practical
Yeah.
in their bombacity, it kind of was like, that was a cheap, it was cool, but all the other ones were like grounded, like it could be done.
Right.
So that one stood out as like I wish they came up with some other cool thing.
Yeah.
So that everything seemed possible.
Maybe, yeah.
You know
that's
what I mean?
True.
So
Yeah.
that it wasn't a pit until the end of the movie, because
When
then I was
you're
like,
like, oh,
damn,
I
looking
saw
back,
those other
yeah,
ones.
looking back at all the other ones, I was like, you could do those things,
Right.
but that one is just like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So it took me out.
Because it burned her, like, face.
Yeah. Peak for me was not the fucking whole soliloquy scene
Which one?
in front of the fountain where she's that.
Oh, I was watching that and I was like, man, actors, yo.
I know why that was there.
Yeah, for sure.
That was for the director to be
That
like,
was the peak of the performance.
sure,
There's more
sure. So it wasn't that.
Mm-hmm.
Peak for me would be probably the way they wrapped it up, the ending, because I still don't really care about Cruella de Vil.
Right.
I really don't. I didn't need this movie.
Yeah.
I do another one, because they definitely can do another one. I think there's plenty of room there to build, to fill in some blanks. But I think the way they wrapped it up at the end, it was cleaner than I thought a movie like this could get.
Right.
You know? So I was like, wow, it had a satisfactory resolution.
Yeah.
It wasn't, that was surprising.
That's
So, I would say that.
That's kind of how I felt. I felt like the pit for me was the very beginning, which ended up, I guess, not being so much of a pit. Because, like, watching her be, like, young Cruella and they're really doing this, like, rebel girl, does what she wants kind of thing, I was like, I don't care. I didn't care at all. And then when the mom died, I was like, really? That's why she's how she is? Because the mom died?
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, right?
I said,
I was like,
shit.
What was her name? I don't even...
No, yeah.
You did not care. So I was like, okay. That's when I was like, all right, this is a kid's movie. They have to have, like, the parent die so you can have this moment of, like, I need revenge, or now I have to live this way. And
now I'm Cruella.
yeah, exactly. So that was, like, a pit for me, but expected, which switched when you find out. Again, if you're listening, this is the spoiler.
This is the full spoiler.
When you find out that Emma Thompson's her actual mom. I was like, okay, you have turned it around. That was interesting. And from that moment on, I was like, oh, okay. But the peak was most definitely the fashion, but very specifically the one with the fucking moths.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was phenomenal. Because one, I was like, ooh, these beads are so pretty. And mind you, as like, producer, someone who looks at film very specifically, I was like, why is it from South America?
And the box
I was like,
came
why
in.
didn't the box come from South America? Okay, I guess you can like get these fancy beads there. And then when they opened that vault, and I was like, oh my god! Because first of all, the dress was
Yo, shit was
spectacular.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It was a phenomenal dress.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I so into every single dress? I don't even do fashion. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, but you
I'll
watch a lot of
dress up.
fashion related.
I do. I watched Project One, right?
You have a lot of
What is that one?
interest in the people involved. In
Oh
fashion.
yeah, like when I'm on a red carpet, when my dresses will be flawless.
Yeah.
I will maybe
Emma
use
Stone
some
is
of
gonna
those.
make them for you.
Yeah. She'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just played a character.
Just snacked her.
I have no idea what this
Jared.
is. Jared. But yeah, that moment for me, I was like, oh my god, this bitch.
Yeah.
And the garbage one, that one.
The garbage one was my favorite.
Yeah.
That one was probably easily that was kind of the coolest.
You could have put in that ludicrous roll out song on that too.
Oh yeah, which one did they use for that one? I forget.
Not that.
No, that would have been funny.
Nice to meet you. No.
Yeah, I mentioned Ludacris twice in this episode.
Luda. I did.
That-
Damn, alright.
Well, we were talking about Fast and Furious. So.
Peaks and pits, France. Your turn.
Peak. Actually, I'm a sucker for the small details, and peak for me was the way it was. I felt like I was watching the Devil Wears Prada.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was legit fashion. People drawing shit.
Like a better version of
It was.
I liked Devil's Wear.
Yeah,
But
but-
this is more character based.
Yeah.
Character
And
based.
so much more about the fashion. I feel like Devil Wears Prada wasn't.
I think
really
the
about the
peak
clothes.
for me is the play, like the play between Emma Thompson and Emma Stone.
Yeah.
The many ways that they had to they was wow. I was like, they was just going off, and
Yeah.
it was just like it was like so much like Victorian style drama. It was just,
They did it
just,
well too, because usually, like in Devil Wears Prada or things like of that nature, where you have the boss who was like mean no matter what, there was moments where she agreed with her.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be like, "Oh, that is better," and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't expect that."
But she agreed with her so much that you start seeing how she has no original ideas of her own.
Right, that's
She just
true. It's
literally
part of
just
the
takes
character.
everyone else's ideas. It was battle rap fashion. It was like
Yeah.
but
bars.
it was not a
It was URL, but
it was getting smacked only one way. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? Like I keep saying Emma Thompson's character because I forgot what her.
What is her name?
the
Baroness.
Baroness.
Yeah, the
I don't
Baroness.
know what her.
All right, Baroness had no bars. She got bars in her name, but it was really Cruella that was, spot on. There's
Yeah.
mad. You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize to all y'all for that
She
one.
didn't kill puppies though, so.
But
In
for a
this
moment,
thing.
you thought maybe she
I
did.
People- I didn't think
I'm
she
like,
did.
she did that shit.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
see,
think
how
she
they
did.
gonna? This is what I'm wondering because they're gonna do another one.
See, well, that's my next
Depends.
question. Wait, let him do his pit,
Oh, right,
and then
right.
we're gonna go into it.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you do?
The pit was the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Because the whole internet was like Twitter was beefing about the intro to Cruella, mad memes made out of it.
Really?
Because it's stupid. This idea that she would grow to kill these things because they killed her
Right.
moms. Trying to make her
Right.
like a reverse Bruce Wayne type shit. It was like it was a weird turnaround, but then they hit it in the narrative and it made it like so poignant.
Yeah, but now
The
I really
twist-
want to know what makes it.
Exactly. Oh my
Yes.
god, I have theories.
But doing it that way, that real flat way, it could be clever. But I almost was like, I could turn it off here.
I know. I was just like,
Glad you
wait.
didn't.
We
Yeah,
did it
hell
because
yeah.
I was like, it's Disney. Also, I paid $30.
Yo.
You watch this.
We are
Tape my
watching this
eyebrows.
all the way through.
You will finish.
Okay, so that was my next question: is do you think they're going to continue it,
Yeah.
and will she be killing puppies?
That's what I have to go back and watch the animated 101.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm gonna watch it looking for like, is she joking though?
Right?
I don't think
Is
she is.
kidding?
I don't
Is
think she
joking?
was at all. So I'm like, how does she get from A to B? How does she get there?
Right.
I don't know.
So while
They're
we
gonna
were
do another
watching
one,
it, I bet they will.
Yeah.
While I was watching it, I was like, okay, because I do remember the animated one pretty well. My sister made us watch it like 101 times. So she's such a bitch to Jasper and Horace.
Right.
And they're both pretty not smart. So them being like pretty well-rounded, dope characters was different in itself. And I was like, I don't know how we're gonna get to the place where she's really treating them, because she did for a little bit.
All right.
Right.
Fumes. Okay.
Wait. So I think, because they're a family, right? I think Jasper and Horace die in some terrible way, and that's what fuels her to start being like crazy, like out of her mind. And then anytime she hires henchmen, she just always calls them Jasper and Horace.
And do they die via Dalmatian as well?
I don't know, maybe. But then, she's just like off the rails. She'll do anything now. She has no family at all.
Right.
She'll just do anything. Kill puppies.
Got you.
I'm saying Jasper and
That's what I
Horace,
think.
maybe they'll just lose brain cells with fumes and stuff being around. Or her
Skinning
hijinks.
puppies.
Nah,
They
just...
become cowdoy.
Cowboy favorite, no questions asked.
I don't know. The guy, one of them, not Jasper. No, Jasper.
Jasper's the tall one.
Yeah, he was the guy from Game of Thrones, right?
Yes, he
Mhm.
was
That
one
we
of the.
thought that he was like open the pits, Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was watching them. I was like, I know that guy.
And the other guy is
I know that
from I, Tonya. He plays the one who whacks the girls.
Yes,
knees.
and he is not British.
No,
he's
he
not.
does
He's
so
from the
good.
South.
So
of
let's
America.
talk about cultural appropriation.
We back.
Exactly.
On point.
You know what it is.
Now they're gonna do another one because it's gonna win an Oscar for costumes,
We gotta find that costume design.
and then it has strong performances in it. I think a lot of people are gonna watch it, so they're gonna make another one.
It did 39. Was it like 39% worse than what's the last Premiere Access joint that came out? Was it Mulan?
No, it's
right.
Raya.
It was right.
Of
Yeah,
course
so
it did worse
So
than
it did worse
Raya.
numbers than that. So folks are giving it side eye.
But you know what? I
in the
think
industry
this is one of those movies though that
cult following. You think?
not necessarily not cult, but like they didn't get it like we saw it with no expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it because I felt like I had to for this podcast. But I saw it, I liked it, and I would tell people to like it. I will watch it with Alexi if she hasn't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? I think this is one of those that, all right, it might have off jump done 39% less, but long term.
I think the long run is gonna.
Yeah, I think it's gonna do really fine and do numbers, and it'll be okay.
Okay.
Now, do I want a young Jafar movie? Do I
Oh
want
my
a young
God.
Ursula movie?
Yes, I do want a young
You see?
Ursula.
Oh,
movie.
sorry. Do I want? Sorry, I
For
was like
sure.
emphasizing punching the table. Do I want these things? Kinda, yes. But I don't want young Jafar from the live action Aladdin. I want young
No.
Jafar like
from the cartoon.
from the cartoon, from the anime.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Okay,
I don't remember.
really quickly, costume design, Jenny Bevan. I don't know how to say
Bevan?
Bevan. She's from London.
Dane, the
Same person who did Mad Max, Fury Road, and The King's Speech.
Oh, so she has no experience.
None at all. Maybe just like one
Wow.
Oscar.
Okay. Okay.
Only one.
Okay.
So you might be right. She could take an
Nah,
Oscar.
she might get it.
Yeah, she might come.
It was pretty good.
Like, what
And
is she
she's
up
not-
against? You know what I'm saying?
The fashion in Cruella was
True.
better than
She's up against Bridgerton, okay?
fashion I've seen like run like Fashion Week type shit. Like that shit was so good.
It was really good.
We should also, because this is a Disney live action, we didn't even mention inclusion, because that's what they always trying to. I thought in this one it was done better than their best so far, because there was not an eye batted at it, and it never felt like it was being shoved in my face.
I agree with that, but I also
In this
think
one.
it was lacking. I'm about to write a review for BNP, so look out for my real Black Nerd Problem thoughts. Because I feel like the one main black character, not that she was like shitted on, but it was like people just kept being shitty to her, and I was like, really? Do we
But-
need this?
But she did get set up though, because she gets one of the puppies.
Yeah.
So in
She
the
gets one of the
next-
puppies.
If they do another movie,
If it's her,
she'll be front and center.
right? That's when I was like, okay. And the other guy, who, forgive me, I'm assuming I think was of Indian descent.
I mean,
Oh,
don't know.
the dude who worked at the store.
lawyer.
The lawyer.
No, the lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
They went through the work at the store.
Then he was singing the
No,
song.
no.
Yeah.
He was writing the Cruella de Vil
Roger.
song.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Roger. So they're making it seem like they're the two characters who have all the puppies,
Right.
technically.
Right.
But that just bothered me. The way she was treated was the thing that bothered me. I was
Okay.
like, God, really?
I get that.
She hardly had any lines, and it was always like, your stupid little paper, oh, do this for me. And you're like, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was diverse in the way it was diverse by the definition of diverse.
Right.
Like everyone had a place. The black people that I saw,
Right, Jasper was...
the dark skinned black people were the security guards.
Sometimes in the party.
Homegirl, this reporter that got...
That was the thing
Those are
that
the
one
signs.
moment I sucked the security guard. Didn't she spray perfume in his face because he said something she didn't like?
Oh, yeah, one of the bodyguards.
But then she also did it to the other bodyguard.
Yeah.
So I was
And
like,
she
okay.
tased the maid.
Yeah,
Yo,
that was
she
messed
was
up.
Like, everybody got it.
Everybody
Like,
got it. It's
Everybody
true.
got it.
But then
Sure.
you juxtapose that with one of the runway shows. There's a dark skinned black woman at the runway show, short blonde hair, and these dope gold eyeshadow. So I'm like, they really,
Right.
Yeah.
It felt diverse. It felt inclusive. Like nobody was.
It wasn't like
pushed
we
around.
didn't exist.
The Artie character was fleshed out person there.
Yeah.
Without ever trying,
And it
just
wasn't
felt
like,
natural.
and it wasn't comic relief only. You know,
Right.
like they weren't one dimensional.
It's actually more wise and poignant and what's the word I'm looking for? Like a specialist or an expertise more than anything else. And I
Yeah,
was like,
so from a narrative perspective, especially if you're a young person, you're watching this, that's a person of authority. I respect them. So I thought it was done well.
Right.
Ideally, no, but based
There
on
is
their
no
other
answer.
efforts, you know, this one felt. I'm like, maybe they're getting it. Let's just do
Yeah.
it and not make it like a.
Yes.
You
I
know,
was not
so obvious that we're
offended beyond belief or
Right.
felt left out or
Right.
whatever.
Again, I'm not saying this is a diversity tour de force. Watch this in June,
Watch this
or you're
to
not an ally.
understand what
I'm not saying
diversity
that.
and inclusion is. Watch Cruella.
Right.
no.
I'm not saying that, but you know, they do it pretty all right.
All right.
And did we rate it? We did.
We did. Yeah, we gave it 8s across the board.
We did.
For anyone who didn't hear
the
our
Cruella
no
spoiler
spoilers.
is over.
It's over. We did it. Yeah. You can listen now.
Okay.
It's so funny. So we went to St. Thomas and we did this like sea trek thing that is for another time, another story. But they give hand signals, right? So like if you're okay, say you're okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to get the hell out of there, you do a thumbs up.
Are you okay?
So it was really hard. I kept being like, "You're good." I mean, you're okay. Anyway, sorry. We did thumbs up. It was part of it.
Yeah. No.
All right, so we're gonna go into our coming soon, but
You
I
didn't see any of
realized
the
I didn't
trailers.
watch any trailers.
That's very exasperational.
Because I saw
I know.
them. I saw
know
they
what
were
you-
good.
Let's watch.
I
wanna
really
watch them
want
together
to.
somehow.
Can we at least watch the M.
I
Night
don't know
one?
how. I don't know how to do that.
Dude, do I gotta
They
use
could
my
see our
phone?
reaction to
Watch
it.
our reactions. Oh my god, I'm having a deja vu. This is really good.
Deja vus for you are good.
Oh yeah, no, they're great.
Okay.
It means that you're in the right place at the right time.
When you have them, you feel that sensation.
I do. I feel like I know the
Okay.
future.
Okay.
Why? What happens when you have them? Is it?
It depends.
Do you get killed in the Matrix?
The M Night one is what old.
It's called
Yeah,
Old.
it's called old.
For anyone who doesn't know, I guess M. Night
I
Shyamalan
should have them on my.
has a new film called Old.
Wait, could we play the audio?
Put it
Oh,
to
oh,
the
oh,
thing.
I don't know. Can we?
Oh no, we can't. No, we can't.
No, we. It's
Pause.
happening.
Pause.
I mean, I could just mute this.
I don't think anything's gonna happen to us.
I
Look at
disagree.
Yeah, M Night will come to our house.
And
No,
give
no,
us
no,
the
no,
twist.
no. No, I know this. Trailers are
Are
for
good?
use.
Okay.
I use them for
Trailers are for use.
trailers.
Trailers,
Yes.
trailers,
Trailers specifically.
trailer.
Trailers. You can't show movies. You can show
Even
trailers.
M Night Shyamalan.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
It's also just the audio.
You're watching this with us. I've seen them all though.
Here we go.
No kids allowed on the beach.
I'm not true. We never leave each other. Nothing separates us.
Daryl's gonna be pissed about
I'm
this.
out already.
Daryl.
You said 5 minutes.
Why?
He's like, oh my god, I have to cut this out.
Let's just all start slowing down.
What's the twist? I mean, Daryl can cut this part out if he wants.
Is this the latest trailer?
Wow. You believe I found this online?
I guess it's not that secret a bit.
Oh my god, we're...
Who would leave this? From the hotel! They're so rusted!
What's happening?
Found stuff from the hotel in the sand.
From the hotel? Why would it make it down here?
You're asking all the right questions.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a dead body. Want to see a dead body?
The movie.
ASAP Rocky.
Yo,
That was not ASAP.
That was ASAP Ferg.
No. ASAP Rocky is happily with Rihanna.
What?
Oh, it's that dude.
What dude? Who's
It
that?
has decomposed.
How quickly can that happen?
7 years.
But she just died.
Wait.
How do you know she just died? You know her?
Over here. Hey, have you
Oh,
seen
was
my
she with
chicken?
them?
I'm right here.
It's time.
Dude said mom.
That's so sad.
Why are you looking at me like that?
He has a mortgage.
He graduated high school. You're all about to die.
2 weeks ago. Whatever's happening to us is happening very fast.
You have
Oh, that's what's his name from Hereditary.
Yeah.
I love him.
wrong with this beach.
Super tan.
Wasn't this guy on Lost? No.
How did it know you were gonna have a baby? I feel like this is spoilers for the movie. Like we should stop.
Nah, it's
watching.
an M Night. It's an
That's
M Night.
true.
Makes it to the ledge, she might have a chance. Why is she stopping? Why is she stopping?
Cause she's like 85 now.
She's the devil.
Hmm.
We have to know what this place does. I don't know.
That dude, wasn't he on Lost?
No, but he's been in the film.
Nothing separates us.
I mean, maybe he was in like an
I
episode.
think he's one of the others.
Oh,
Yeah, right, wasn't he?
He might be.
Oh no. We're here for a reason.
To eat each other.
Time.
I know already because time has passed faster by watching this trailer
Mm.
that it's going to be disappointing in the twist.
I mean, it's M Night.
Mm-hmm.
If it the problem with the M Night movies, it all hinges on the twist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you
like,
take the twist away from the M Night movies, you don't have much.
you don't have anything. And then the twist is like nowadays is like, oh, okay, cool.
I mean, is it going to be a good enough twist to shock the people who have survived the pandemic?
Oh wow, damn.
That's real.
I mean, that's
What
what all
surprises
of his
us these
eventually his twists couldn't keep up with the shock of real life. That was,
That's what you
He
think it
needed
was?
to
like
do
The
Black
Happening
Mirror.
could have been a frightening movie if it was 1997.
I wonder if we watch The Happening now, would that be?
No, we just laugh at it.
Oh, okay.
No.
Too funny.
We're like, that happened to me yesterday.
Mark Wahlberg, it's too funny.
Nobody hears about the bees.
So Bryce Dallas Howard is behind all of it, right?
Oh,
She's the concierge at the
Right.
hotel.
Concierge.
God.
That's what it is. Yeah. All right.
All right, I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
I don't want to watch the Anthony Bourdain trailer again,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
but I'm looking forward to the documentary.
Hmm.
The opening line in the trailer is basically like you know this story, and it doesn't have a happy ending, and it's him saying it. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah.
wow.
That's deep.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't think I'm in the emotional space where I can watch the Anthony Bourdain trailer.
I don't know if I cannot be. So.
I mean, yeah, true. When you're like, oh, this is great.
Oh, the movie.
to
I
the
meant, not
Anthony
trailer.
Bourdain trailer.
Yeah, but it's done by I forgot the other documentaries that the person has done, but they're like, oh, okay, like they're documentary. You know how nowadays documentaries either made by somebody you respect or somebody you suspect.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all they are.
That's true.
This is made by somebody I respect, so
Oh, nice.
it's like okay. But then the other trailers were this Mark Wahlberg movie.
We could just talk about it because it's Mark Wahlberg. Wait, but did we talk about old? Did we say what we wanted to say?
We talked about old.
Yeah.
The Mark Wahlberg movie is called Infinite,
Mm.
and the first thing I heard in the trailer was "You are an infinite." So
Like an Eternal?
I want to say, is this their knock on dollar store?
I do not want to
Externals?
see a movie where Mark Wahlberg
It's-
is an Eternal.
in this movie he gets like he's died and come back and died. He reincarnates
Ah.
but then he loses his memory or something. So
Been
he's
alive
somebody.
for so long.
Right. It's not a Moira thing.
Okay.
Because when she reincarnates, she's in a different timeline altogether.
Moira.
Like it
This
resets.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that.
Impressive.
Moira Taggart.
More you don't make take
So it's not that.
out.
It's just him continuing. Like he
Continuum.
gets to keep going.
Okay.
And
That's sad.
Ejiofor, I always get his
Chiwetel
Chiwetel
Ejiofor?
Ejiofor
is in this.
with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, like
Huh.
it's a decent cast,
Okay.
but I don't like Mark Wahlberg movies. I've had arguments
Mm-hmm.
with Christian and Ruffin.
Uh-oh.
Like, is Mark Wahlberg a A-list Hollywood?
Is this a Matthew McConaughey
actor?
conversation?
No, because Matthew McConaughey to me is an A-list.
Dallas
Hollywood.
Buyers Club exists.
Right,
Okay,
but then is
right.
Mark Wahlberg one? I'm like,
He was in
no.
The Fighter. Okay.
He's
No.
playing somebody from Lowell.
I know.
Anyway,
Oh,
whatever. I don't want to get into that. And then he has a problematic past that always.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't
not
think he's a good
supporter of
actor,
Mark
and I
Wahlberg,
don't.
Whatever. Then there's the movie with is made by the co-creator of Westworld with Hugh Jackman. It's called Reminiscence,
Ooh, maybe I should find that one.
and
Yes,
that
you
has I'm not that cast. I'll stop at Tandy Newton.
Is that the
Ooh.
one